Hello, hello, Gemini, and welcome to Stars with Stasi. This is your weekly reading for April 7th through April 13th, or whenever you come across this message, it is meant for you. Now, I've already shuffled your cards and meditated on this week's message, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This week, you do have, we all have it, the Aries solar eclipse that's happening on April 8th, right? So a few things that's happening in your 11th house, your house of friendships, connection, right? So this may be a time to refocus on networking and collaborating with others. As I say that, number 32, right, shows up, jeweled web connectivity. So jeweled web connectivity right there, telling you that there's going to be changes occurring within your friendship groups potentially, or who it is that you collaborate with for business transactions, things of that nature. I have arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy during this time. And then we also have the orator, communication and confidence. So you need to be around people that you are comfortable speaking your mind around, that you are feeling that you can be yourself. The people that resonate with you, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull 9 cards. And then from there, we're going to clarify, Gemini. Oh, the very first thing that pops out is 3 of Swords, and that flew out. So there could be a situation where you're feeling backstabbed or you're feeling like something didn't work out. I also have the Knight of Wands. Quite frankly, this could be a romantic situation as well, because Knight of Wands is non-committal energy. And a lot of times you'll see that when someone is, having a situation where a person is in and out of your life, right? They're not making that full commitment to you or to a situation. The 3 of Swords indicates that there was some sort of manipulation or deception that took place for you, or that might take place this week. The 5 of Swords just showed up, and that signifies as well that there was a disruption. I just saw the Hierophant. That's also number 5, another number of disruption. So let's keep going and see. So many flew out. Wow, Gemini. I've got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups can signify Cancerian energy, but this is usually somebody, it could be a mother figure or someone that you see as very nurturing, okay? Let's see what else. So with this Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and 3 of Swords, there might be this energy here of needing to forgive someone or showing compassion over a situation. I've got the 4 of Swords coming through with the 5 of Swords showing up again, and the 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups are your friendships. That's usually about the feminine energies in your life. It doesn't have to be, but it would be more of a celebration time as well. You may find yourself with friends or discussing something, because I've got the 5 of Swords coming in with the 4 of Swords. This could quite literally be a situation where you go on vacation with friends or take a break, or you are on a retreat and there might be a disruption of some sort, or I've got the High Priestess showing up, or there could be I don't know, it sounds like potentially something that causes conflict. So I've got the 10 of Wands coming in with the High Priestess. Now, when the High Priestess shows up, that's Pisces energy. But because we're in eclipse season and we're specifically talking about the eclipse, it's very possible that this is a fated outcome and being concealed from us, because that will happen, especially if the 7 of Cups, the Moon card, High Priestess shows up, especially for clarifier. But the way it's looking right now is that there was some heartache, there was some type of disruption. I've got Cancer energy here. I've got the need to take a break, celebration amongst friends. 10 of Wands shows up, which indicates like fatigue. Right after the 10 of Wands, and I do have the Fool card coming through. The Fool card came through with the Page of Swords. Pages are very curious, right? And the Page of Swords is a curious one, intellectual, inspired, wanting to investigate things. And I have the Fool card showing up. So that's interesting. These are definitely going to need to be clarified, but you could be finding yourself in a situation I'm hearing a war of words with someone. And I see the Star card So that's an indication of healing and hope after a Tower moment. The Two of Pentacles shows up to clarify the Three of Swords. The Two of Pentacles is about balance, right? And it's about equal give and take. Sometimes it could be a reminder not to bite off more than you can chew, right? You're balancing, it's literally a balancing act on one foot. Right. So there is this energy of like having to be on your toes potentially. You might even be, I'm hearing, watching your words. Like it, you know what it is, Gemini? It's this energy of you having to walk on eggshells around someone. That's what I'm picking up. So it's almost like this week brings about this energy of disruption in your friend group. And, you know, or it could be at home as well. Maybe you are having this, I'm picking up on like this person is never following through. That's what it is. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't follow through on their commitments with you, and it's getting on your nerves, right? Like every time you have plans, this person doesn't show up or they have an excuse not to be available, and that has gotten to you. So let's clarify this Knight of Wands, please, for Gemini. The Fool card showing up again. So this is an indicator that you're starting fresh, right? Also, the Fool card is associated with the planet Uranus. So it's like you're calling for more stability. You want to know what's going on in your friendship. You want things to pan out once they're planned. And, you know, you want basically stability in your friendship. And since you're not finding it, it's like you're creating a path. Queen of Cups being clarified by the Seven of Cups. So as I was saying before with the Seven of Cups, that's not lacking for choice, right? So there are plenty of options here for you, Gemini. If you are finding yourself in an energy of people that perhaps are not stable, or like I said again, non-committal energy. It's like you have plans and the people around you might be holding you back. And that really seems to get to you this week. Be mindful of your communication when you're expressing your frustration, if you choose to do so, right? This energy of the eclipse, in addition to the retrograde, is going to have you analyzing, right? And it's going to have you wanting to start fresh with like a fresh group of people, new environment. That's what I'm picking up. I feel like a lot of you are going to be at your computers and saying, okay, like what festivals are going on this weekend, or where can I go to? Perhaps you want to watch the eclipse, right? Maybe you live in North America along the border, and that's something you can do. But regardless, I see you being drawn towards activities and places this week that put you in a position to meet people that align with your vision. So I keep seeing festivals, or just like, again, it's a chance encounter. You go somewhere for one thing and you end up like meeting someone new. I just saw the Emperor flip out, so we're going to take that along with the Four of Swords. So the Emperor is clarifying the Four of Swords, which signifies to me that you might be in this building mode, right? So you might find yourself in a need for just some downtime. The Emperor is the number 4, and then the Four of Swords, number 4. So 2 4s together, that's a balance, right? Because remember, we went back to this Two of Pentacles. So I've got the Two of Pentacles here, equal give and take, being balanced, not biting off more than you can chew. Then with the Emperor coming in with the Four of Swords, 2 4s together indicate that when you have a balanced life between being relaxed, the Four of Swords, and being all go, right? That Emperor energy. When you find that balance, that creates the 8, right, of abundance and material success. Spirit says you have to find your balance, Gemini, especially, right? You're all about balance. You're all about both sides of the coin. And that's a good thing. It allows you to see perspective, which is, I think, what you're feeling is lacking in the circle of people that you're around, quite frankly. With the Five of Swords showing up and the clarifier as the Magician. So I want to take a look at this. So with that showing up, That's a good indicator that you're working towards some things right now. If you're finding disruption in your friend group, it could be that there's something within you that you want to resolve as well. Because that's that energy, again, as within, so without, the Magician card. So it's also saying that you have a mastery here, that you've conquered a situation. The Five of Swords is about disruption. This could be people working against you or like fighting with you about something, right? I don't know if we're going to be able to discern more, but let's just see. Can you tell me more about this Five of Swords, please, for Gemini? What's the Five of Swords about? Hold on one second. I see the Knight of Swords coming through. So that's like incoming swift communication. And that's like a clear understanding. So you're going to get a clear understanding about a situation. Maybe that there has been a period of disruption amongst you again in the friend group. And it's like this week brings the clarity that you need to understand who's behind it or what the situation was. It's almost like there was some kind of rumor or a rumor mill. I don't know. Someone's not acting in your best interest necessarily. So let's talk about the Three of Cups. Again, the Four of Swords. Some of you, as random as this sounds, and again, nothing's random, but this is the second time that the Four of Swords is showing up, letting me know, like, look, maybe you've been go, 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 nonstop. You need to relax a little bit. I'm still getting that some of you may find yourselves in a disagreement while traveling amongst a friend group, or that you need to get away, quite frankly. Hold on. I see the Five of Cups. That's a lot of fives, Gemini. There's a lot of adapting. And so fives are about disruption and adapting and evolving, right? Because you have to go through the disruption of five to get to the harmony of six. And I'm seeing that this High Priestess card and the Five of Cups, that's a good indicator that, you know, you've got some things on your mind about the past. Maybe you didn't feel fulfilled in a situation. The Five of Cups can often be about shame and regret and maybe feeling like you didn't have closure. The eclipse will bring about unresolved dramas and traumas, and it's going to shed light on what the things that you need to do to move forward. So there's going to be a lot of drive forward in finding the people that you resonate with. And again, I feel like wherever there was that someone cheated you or did you dirty, did something behind your back, that really comes to light this week. And it's going to be the catalyst to move you out of that particular group of people. Knight of Wands again. So, and then I've got the Ace of Cups. So that's fascinating. The 10 of Wands is being clarified by the Knight of Wands. So I want you to look at that right there, where the 10 of Wands is exhaustion, other people's burdens, putting something down. The Knight of Wands is all about desire and enthusiasm and going after something, right? It's all about going after it and being bold. But the Knight of Wands is also that non-committal energy I was talking about. And in your particular reading, the way it's coming through, because it's coming through twice now, is that it's the non-committal energy that you are done with. And it's almost like maybe you've had to cancel plans. I'm hearing like you've had a situation where either someone stood you up or they were like 45 minutes late and barely apologetic. It's that kind of vibe that you're like, this is the last time. If you're not going to value my time, I don't have the energy for you. And it's been a long time coming, Gemini. So the Fool card shows up to signify a brand new beginning, but then I've got on top of that the Ace of Cups. That's a really good combination. That is a new beginning in love. And if it's not romantic love, because I don't have an incredible amount of romantic love showing up, unless, of course, you are in a situation where it's a situationship, right, Gemini, where it's not really developed into something that is full-blown romance, but it's a little bit more than just friendship. That non-committal energy might very well be what's coming through, because it's not necessarily like this is a partner, but it certainly isn't I don't know. I feel like you're very invested in this particular relationship. So it could be a deep friends with benefits type situation, or a friend group. But this non-committal energy, I feel like this week is something, the catalyst that allows you to walk away from that, or at least to redefine it. Because again, with the Fool card coming through and the Ace of Cups, that's a brand new beginning. And that's what eclipses are about. They're bringing about fated relationships, fated beginnings. So, and you know what? Also, I want to go back to this card here where I've got, where I've got the orator, communication and confidence, right? This card right here tells me that maybe that third party energy is because someone broke your trust. That's the other thing. It's like between maybe being lied to or deceived, right? It's like you get to the bottom of it. So I want to dig a little deeper. Tell me more about this deception for Gemini. Can you tell me more, please? I got the Six of Pentacles showing up. So this could be a couple of things. This literally could be a disruption about money, right? Or I feel more or less it's that you feel that you give more to the relationship is what it comes down to. Like you give more to the relationship energetically, you give more to the relationship on all the levels and your perspective. And so I feel like this week brings about a situation where you call the person out, and perhaps that disruption is the catalyst to something new. If you decide that, like, if you get this wild desire this week to just get out in community, it's not by accident. You are being catapulted into an environment where you're going to meet someone new that's going to introduce you into like a new world is how it's coming through. Like maybe you've always had this desire to want to go to a healing retreat. Let's just say, for example, and the friendship group that you currently have are people that are like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And a year later, no plans are made. Every time you bring it up, this person has an excuse and it's holding you back. So this year, right, this upcoming month and moving forward before August, there's going to be this drive where you're just like, that's it. I want to do this and I'm tired of waiting for these people. So whether this is a romantic relationship or just a friendship or whatever it is, you're going to state what your needs are and you're going to move forward with it. And I feel like once you start exploring other places, other people, and other spaces, you will find your soul tribe. And it happens just overnight, right? There is a release that takes place for sure. So let's go ahead and look a little bit further. What is the shadow work for Gemini this week, please? What is the shadow work for Gemini? I'm hearing also if you are going to travel and it's going to happen before this month is over, please build in extra time. The retrograde does do a lot to our electronics. I have to say that because today, this is being recorded on the very first day of the retrograde. Today is April 1st. And I have a brand new equipment set up all the way around. And let me just tell you, my first client today, we really had quite the doozy of like trying to get the camera to work with the Zoom. So, I mean, and it's something that I had tested right before our meeting. And then the meeting comes and I had to reschedule it for half an hour later. It's that type of stuff. Like, no matter how much you check on it, I wasn't meant to do that reading for another half hour. I'm not sure what to tell you. And it's that type of vibe, right? Like, it's like no matter what you do, there still might be a disruption of some sort. So it's this energy of like having to just sit in it and know that you're in the right place at the right time for a reason this week. All right. The shadow work for you this week reads, hiding your true self, number 14. Hiding your true self. That's a big one, Gemini. And this is what I'm telling you. This whole reading was about needing to find your soul tribe, needing to be around the people that really like stick to what they say, that has the same vision, and not even the same vision, but the same drive, right? The desire, the curiosity, back to the page energy. Like, I feel like you're enlivened all of the sudden, right? In April and May. And you're just like, yes, I know what I want to do. I want to travel and I want to build a community, or I want to have more fun and I want to party some because, you need again, the desires versus the obligations. That need for balance continues to come up for you this week. And so number 14 reduces to number 5. Individually, the number 1 is about your identity and who you are. And the number 4 is about stability and foundation and being at ease. So when you put those two together, what that tells me is that the change that's coming for you is going to be about you shining who you are and finding stability in your environment. So regardless of what that looks like, romantic or friendships or work, your circle is going to change drastically this week, and it's going to be for your betterment. And I don't see you being upset about it at all. I see you saying, you know what, I can finally be my true self. That shadow work is real because you have to be at ease with who and what you are in order to live your best life. Because that when you're not aligned with your goals, your true north, the vibrations around you, if they are not aligned with who you are, that creates this energy of frustration, and it blocks your manifestations is the best way to put it, Gemini. So truly this retrograde is going to have you resolving some past dramas and traumas with friendships. And again, potentially whoever this energy is of non-committal, that's going to be something that you resolve this week. And it's going to allow you to step forward into a new community and new friendships for the upcoming months ahead. All right. And what can we close out this with this week? Number 17, choosing your experiences wisely. Number 17, right? Choosing experiences wisely. So what does that tell you? 1, that's about who you are. Number 7, it's a very spiritual, internal number, right? It's a very wise number. Together, that adds to 8. 8 is a number of abundance and material success and the things that you do in the 3D. Be wise about who you spend your time with, who it is that you allow into your inner circle. Start choosing what you do with your time with more intention, and make sure that you're finding a balance between the things that you have to do day in and day out and the things that you want to do to evolve your unique energetic expression. I really think that this week is going to be very eye-opening for you, Gemini, and I see a lot of really great changes ahead for you with what you do day in and day out and who you're around. So I hope that this message served you, and we're all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. Please feel free to hit that like, share, subscribe, drop some comments, and let me know if this resonated. I love to hear from you, and I do respond to each and every person myself. If you're looking to book a personal reading, please visit my website at starswithstasi.com, and there you can schedule and see the different things that we have available for you, including astrological charts, mediumship readings, and tarot card readings. All right, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next week. Please be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, especially during this eclipse. And until next week, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead, Gemini.